what happens if you've made a great big long chain, because chaining's your favorite thing, and you want to make something out of it without crocheting, without using your hook? Well, there's a couple things you can do, and I'm going to show you one of them right now. You can sew your chain into lots of different things. To do this, I'm going to use thread, which is called crochet cotton, and I'm using a different color so that you can see all of the stitches I make, but you might decide to use thread that matches your yarn or even your yarn itself. The other tool I need is a darning needle, and what makes this needle special is that it has a very big eye. That's what we call the hole at the top of a needle. You need this especially if you choose to use your yarn, because if you use a normal sewing needle, it won't fit through there. So here I go. I find the beginning of my chain. Here it is, and it looks a little naughty, but that's okay. And I take my needle and I go right up the middle of it. There we go. And I've tied a little knot in the end of my thread. And so I pull till that catches. Okay, so you may decide to make a circle. This is a great way to make rugs, hats, all sorts of things. So I start coiling my chain around, and every time it folds over, I take a little stitch. Now the first ones always look a little funny, so bear with me while I get a few in there. And my needle came undone, but you can see how easy it is to rethread it with a big eye. So here I go. And now I'm going to turn my chain and see it's bending over again. Now if I want to do this really nicely, what I do is I go stitch by stitch. So see how I've got V's in my chain? Each one of those is another stitch. So my needle goes down the V and into the knot at the beginning of my chain. I turn it. Now I'm going to go up the way, up through the V of my stitch. Okay, I turn it again, and I go down the way. Don't pull too tight, just tight enough to make the new part of the circle join up the old one. And I keep going like this, and pretty soon I've got a circle just as nice as anybody's crocheted ones. Remember, all of these blue bits wouldn't be in yours. I'm just making sure you can see what I'm doing. So another way to join your chain into a fabric is going straight.